Right, so here we are. I'm at Billy's Lake. Jamie and Nathan are already here. Nathan's had a vote, Jamie hasn't had anything. I've got my old Shakespeare canal rod with a cheap reel. And I've got a float on and a Dendrobaenas worm. So we'll chuck it out and see if we can catch anything. So I've chucked it out underneath this tree. Yeah, it's lovely and quiet here. So I wouldn't get any bites underneath the tree, so I've moved it out and I've cut the worm up. So it's a nice little bait now. It's on a size 12 hook. I had a little knock earlier. That's why I went down to bits of worm instead of a whole one. I don't care what I catch. I'd like to catch a fish anyway. So I'll try it in different places. So I've moved under the trees and see if I can catch anything down here. Right, I've changed bait. I've gone to bread. And I'm still not getting any bites. A couple of kingfishers are flying around. Well, they were. Seems like I'm seeing them everywhere I go. There's one. So there's lots of signs of fish. I mean, there's been a couple of fish jumping right over by the reeds. Nathan's had a really small perch. But me, I can't get a bloomin' bite. I might have to start moving around. He caught his perch, which is no surprise, on a worm. And like I said earlier, he had a roach on bread. I thought this lake has been stopped again. But like I said, there's loads of really small fish rising. But there's nothing happening. Maybe I need to change my depth on the float. Right, I've changed float because Jamie noticed my float was broken and full of water. So I've chucked that out with a little tiny bit of worm. And finally it's floating properly. So I'm right on the edge of the weed there and I'm having one or two little bites. Well, I was. Well, that's why, because the bait's gone. Right, so I just lost my last float. So now I've got 3 big shot going down to a hook. I'm going to put a worm on, chuck it out, and that will be my last cast. Right, so I've given up here. I had a bite on that ledger, brought it in, and the worm had gone, but it's time to go. So from here, that's me done.